What's up, guys? So you said you'd be interested in seeing it, so today we're going to be doing a little tour of the Ponti-Shack. This is the building I keep all of my stuff for working on cars in. So I just thought I'd kind of show you a little bit of how I keep things organized and what I have here. First, we have the back side of the door, where I just keep a few really common stuff hung up here. This is a really small building, so I have to make sure I use my space really well. But mostly just a couple sawzalls, a drill, the battery drill, and then to keep some extension cords because I've got to get power to different places out here. So if we come inside, here's a set of floor mats from the 99 that are not in there right now. This is the air compressor that I use. It's not a great air compressor, it's a cheap air compressor, but it gets the job done, so I can't complain much. Then if you'll come in here, you'll notice that there is a stove. I don't use this to cook food, obviously. This is an old stove that we kept around that I'm basically going to be using for powder coating once I have the rest of the equipment. But just a couple other things that I keep around this. This is organizational stuff, a small heater because it does get a little chilly out here. Leftover parts hung up, a battery charger, which is super good to have when you've got cars that sit around a lot like I do, and some other saws and stuff. This is my main paint gun. I have two of these, but the other one I keep in storage because I don't need it. And these ratchet straps, which are, if you work by yourself a lot, are a great second set of hands. That's where I keep my welding helmet. Then if you look to the other side here, this is my first main toolbox. I actually have two toolboxes this size that are stand up like this, but the other one is in storage because I don't have room for it in here yet. So I've got to do a little organizing, but I do have most of the main stuff in here. I'm not going to get into the inside. If you guys want to see a toolbox tour though, let me know and I can do that later. I do keep this around where I keep just miscellaneous bulbs, screws, just whatever I think might be useful. And then below that, I keep all of the tools that won't fit in the toolbox because they have, you know, boxes of their own. Other than that, just a sander. I keep funnels back here in the back. Then my AC gauges, which are a great thing to have if you're doing any kind of AC work. And of course, since this is also home storage, a weed eater. I don't suggest that you work on cars with a weed eater. That's probably a bad idea, but it's great for cutting weeds. Then these are my shelves where I keep chemicals and car parts, miscellaneous stuff. I'll show you some of the things I've got here. Here's a seat belt retainer for a Monte Carlo because I adapted one of these to the 99. The 99's EGR valve is in here still. I've got some suspension components. I've got a soldering iron set and some other tools and stuff like that there. And then we have down here a Gen 5 Eaton M90 supercharger. That's going to be going on the 99 in a future series. There is also an engine support right here that I just got. I've still got to finish putting that together. Here's the lower intake manifold for the Gen 5 swap, which that'll probably be the first video in that series. I'm going to do prepping that and getting it ready for the swap. I also keep some motor mounts, some springs, some other stuff in here like that. This is the bench sander that you guys saw in one of the header videos. I've got some other miscellaneous parts over here. Here is an entire refurbished steering rack for the 99 that I have been meaning to put in for 6 or 8 months or something like that now. Then back here, I don't really keep anything in this because it's open. There's not a lot of room for anything, but I do have some other spare parts back here. I've got a couple 05 plus radios. I've got an extra climate control. Basically things I find at the junkyard that I might need, but I don't need right now. This is actually a 97 throttle body because I switched my 97 to a 99 because the mass airflow design's a little better. Spare 05 parts, random other stuff. Then over here, my main work area, I suppose, would be right here. There is the welder down there, which you guys saw in another video not too long ago. But right in here, this is my tool cart. This was my main thing I worked out of when I was working in shops, so it still is where I keep most of my stuff. I keep a full 1/2-inch drive socket set there with some miscellaneous other. It is a complete disaster on the top right now because I've been rearranging, but just imagine that sometimes it's cleaner than this. But pry bars, impacts, I keep more pry bars and screwdrivers over here on the end. All right. And then back here, just miscellaneous parts that I want to hang on to that I don't have a need for right now. Drill bits. These are Harbor Freight drill bits. I don't recommend getting those. Those were really cheap, but I've already broken, I think, 4 of them. Then 3/8 sockets I keep back there just because this is so full right now and I don't have room for it. And a mechanic stethoscope, which is a super, super useful thing to have. And right here is another little preview of something you'll see in a future video. This is a Cadillac North Star throttle body and a North Star mass airflow sensor, which goes with this kit to adapt to the Eaton M90 that you saw a minute ago to go on the 99. So all of that stuff is future stuff that's still coming up. So not a huge amount of space in here to actually work on anything. It's mostly storage, but I do try to keep it at least semi-decently open so that I can get to what I've got to get to. And for any of you SHO owners who are watching right now, I just want to show you this relic. Anyone who owned an SHO should be able to tell me what this kit is. So I'm just going to show it to you guys and let me know down in the comments who knows what kit this is, and then bonus points if you can tell me where I got it from. If you can tell me both of those, I will buy you a merch shirt. So let me know that down in the comments. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Not super fancy, but that is my shop as it sits right now. And there you have it. That is the Ponti-Shack on the inside. I am about to do some rearranging, so it probably won't look like this for very much longer because I'm trying to get that other toolbox over here and expand what I can do. But hopefully that was semi-interesting. If it was, make sure you drop a like on this video, drop me a comment, let me know what you thought of everything. And like I said, if you know what that kit is, where it came, and who I bought it from, I will buy you a merch shirt. So drop that down in the comments too. And I will see you guys in the next video. Subscribe and make sure that you're aware when the next one comes up so you can watch that one. I'll see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching, and peace.